Greetings, unforgetfuls. Welcome to Reopening the X-Files. Marina and Nate's shallow walk through the TV phenomenon. The X-Files, that was a bad start, wasn't it? I'm Nate, also known as the Ultimate Movie Geek, and once again, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Powell, Mrs. Movie Geek. Oh my god!
You haven't even had a drink.
I haven't had a drink. I feel like I've had a drink. I feel a bit breathless, funnily enough.
Oh dear.
I'm alright though. I'll be fine. I'll go for a walk in a bit. So, one day since Conduit, watched Jersey Devil today. Catching up on it. Off you go. What did you think?
This was one I enjoyed. Again, it's like a Monster of the Week one. They go down. Is it Atlantic City? Not Atlantic City. What's it called?
Yeah, Atlantic City. Yeah, it's where all the
slot machines
are. Yeah.
Good man's Vegas. So I believe. I don't know. Never been to either.
It's New Jersey.
Reno. Don't know. Anyway, his reports. There's reports of get back to Boulder like they do, and it's actually Scully. Scully picks up on it, doesn't she?
On what?
On the case.
Does she?
Yeah, she picks up on it.
Oh yeah,
she says, "Oh, I've got a real one for you." And then when he finds out where it is, he's like, "Oh no, yeah, I've heard of that area before." And body parts turn up in this. It's sort of like a
Jersey Devil,
like a national forest type of thing, isn't
like
it?
National Park, isn't it?
Yeah. And
Atlantic City.
Yes. Atlantic City, I did say that.
I know, I agreed. I just wanted to be.
I always thought I could think of Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk Empire, yeah. Well, that's
good show.
Yeah, it is a good show. Maybe we should do that next time.
Maybe. But yeah, the basically premise is there's apparently a Jersey Devil or a creature.
Well, there's seemingly cannibalistic murders going on in New Jersey.
Yeah,
New Jersey.
More latterly, it's targeting sort of homeless people and people that people generally don't miss or report missing because of the chaotic,
undesirables.
Yeah, the chaotic lifestyles.
But it is being noticed by the police.
Yes,
which is
and
quite a nice little.
Linked to. It was something like 1962 or something, wasn't it? Or
1947.
Was it that old?
Yeah.
And it's like a family in a car. And they get a flat tire and he pulls out to change it, and the dad is dragged off, and the body is found
later with his leg chewed off.
Yeah, so there's always been like the history of it, so that suggests whatever it is long living or it's breeding, and there's more of them.
But they kill a hairy humanoid. Nearby the corpse in 47.
Yeah, but they find a body as well, like a body that had been there a while, like a park ranger. And he contacts him, doesn't he? He says, found a body. It's got all the right plumbing. It's a male. They get down there. Scully wants to do an autopsy.
Yeah.
The guy's really sexist, isn't he? The captain of wherever it is. And he wants them out, basically. He don't want anything to do with it. So he obviously knows that it's gone on a lot more.
And Mulder says it right. It's like he says that if this is spread and if people know about this, they'll get more people who are more interested in like Bigfoot and all that stuff rather than people playing the slot machines. So they don't want to affect the
financial side of the town, isn't it? The economy.
Or as our son likes to point out every so often when you come across a character like this, he's like the mayor from Jaws.
The mayor.
The mayor.
He calls it the mayor.
The mayor from Jaws.
Yeah, he's been watching too many American films. God love him. But yeah, it's I really enjoyed this. This is one I remember again.
I do, yeah.
And it turns out it was, there is a whole family of them.
Yeah.
And it's the female who's now coming out. And as he does, he always gets these little tip-offs, and he spends the night, doesn't he? As like a homeless. He sends this homeless person off to his hotel with HBO.
HBO, yeah.
And
has he got HBO?
I always say you wouldn't.
He covers himself
in the blanket.
The hobo's blanket.
I don't think you'd do that because.
But then again, that's who Mulder is, and I think you get the character sense, and I think that is what Mulder would do.
I wouldn't even touch that blanket with a stick, let alone wrap myself in it. It'd stink of piss and Forex.
It might not. It might have been a clean hobo.
Tenant strong brew and all that. No.
Tenant strong.
It would in England anyway, wouldn't it? Smell of piss.
Strong brew?
A dog.
What are you on about?
Special brew.
Special brew, that was it.
Or tenants.
Yeah, bloody hell.
But like, yeah, and he wraps himself up, sort of waits it out, because all these homeless people have like going missing, and one of them reckons he's seen it. And coincidentally, of course, that night he sees it.
Yeah.
And he whistles, which I found bizarre, because it stops and comes over and looks at him, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, but saying to you, if these people, these humanoids who have, they're not even. It's just like a family of humans who haven't been civilized, isn't it? It's just like an offshoot, really. It's not a different species.
No.
So why wouldn't they still have similar communication? So if someone whistles, you might turn around and think it's one of your own.
Yeah.
They might have whistling as their communication. But yeah, she turns around and he sees her.
Yeah, but it's a good show, and like Mulder gets caught in the middle of it, and she actually gets him at some point, knocks him to the ground. She could kill him. As he said, she's very, very strong, but she probably would be strong if she's surviving in the woods and like foraging and killing, animals and stuff.
Naked as well.
Yeah, but I don't know if there is something slightly supernatural, because usually you can't eat bones and things, can you? It'd rip your stomach out. And they said when they did the autopsy, it was found with bones in the stomach. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good Monster of the Week one. It's very non-supernatural. It's just like you said. It's like almost, what's he called, Mogwai or whatever.
Mowgli.
Yeah,
from,
it's
Jungle
the
Book.
the what, and there has been stories of these children and children and men and women found who have been raised by animals in the wilderness. So
they just haven't had that human contact.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. Like he says that their ages suggest that they are breeding age, and then when they've done the autopsy, she has
suggested that she'd given birth.
Yeah, suggested that she has given birth.
Yeah.
So more being out there maybe, but I don't know if now in our world the world is a little bit smaller.
It isn't,
but,
though.
No, I know it's not.
Like where we live, we obviously live in the UK. We live in England. We live in the arse end of England.
The arse end of nowhere.
I mean, there's still we've got natural parks and stuff. We've got the Lake District, haven't we, on our doorstep?
On our doorstep.
And there are places, and you think in America or Canada or Russia, places in Russia, there are places that you fit the UK in that, it's ridiculous how big these places are. So you don't really know what's out there.
Australia is on, like, I think is it almost as big as the US, but it's not even.
It's very sparsely populated, isn't it?
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, I mean there are. I like things like this because it does get you thinking about like Bigfoot and Yetis and you don't know. I mean, I don't believe the footage, and especially Bluff Creek, obviously, but I just find it interesting. I think there is more, it's the old saying, there's more to life than what we know type of thing, because we only ever find out things. Look at that lady who found, she found a coelacanth, didn't she, in the 40s or 50s, and they were fishing and they brought it up in the net. And it was something like
the prehistoric fish.
It was like ancient. It was like dinosaur age.
They believed that it was it didn't exist.
Yeah.
Anymore. It was just fossils. But then they
found a live one.
What was it called?
Coelacanth, or something like that. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But I find things like that interesting because we're very humans. We're very flippant, and we've got a very big ego. We think we know everything, really, don't we? Because we've been trained to think that by obviously
the top of the food chain, like it says.
And actually, I think we do. There's a lot of stuff we don't know. I'm not one of these crazies who believe in everything. But
she is, everybody. She is.
Not.
We watch Ancient Aliens. We love that thing.
Oh yeah, but they are crazy. Some of them guys.
Some of them, but some of them,
some of it is interesting.
There's a little bit. There must be a little bit of truth there. It's got to be. But I agree. I think that there's a lot of stuff that could be, and it's one of those where you look at the episode and you think this is feasible.
Yeah.
And it could have happened.
Yeah.
But it's also it's quite a funny episode in parts.
See, I didn't think that as I watched it. I don't think, oh, that's the. It's only afterwards, and you think, well, that, yeah. If you think about it, yeah, it probably could happen. That's happened, and they're raised as whatever.
Yeah.
There'd have to have been more.
No, I agree. I like I say, it's one of those things. But it is a funny episode as well because they have like Mulder and Scully's. Dynamic is again he decides to stay in Atlantic City for the weekend, and she's like, well, I've got to drive home in Friday night traffic on my own.
Yeah, she was stood at the passenger door as well.
Yeah.
I'd have been fuming if I was her. I'd have been well pissed off driving home Friday night in a city in America on all the highways, whatever it's called, or the freeways, and I'd have been well cross. 3 hours on me Todd.
Well, that's a trip to London.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Well, that's longer for us.
Oh yeah, I did it in 4 hours, didn't I?
Maybe. Birmingham
Yeah.
for us. But yeah, I'd be like, you'd do it, but I'd be well miffed off with him. I'd be thinking, oh yeah, he'll be a hold up. And
yeah, but it backfires because he ends up being in the drunk tank for 2 nights.
I know, and I didn't know the drunk tank was a real thing. The only thing I've heard of the drunk tank
Fairy Tale of New
is
York.
Fairy Tale of New York in the drunk tank. And I was like, oh my god, they actually have a drunk tank.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's just where drunks go and dry out.
What? How come I've never been in the drunk tank?
Because you've never done anything silly.
I have. I've just never been
Not
caught.
been caught. All right. Any police?
Do we have a drunk tank?
Well, it's a cell. We get a cell.
Yeah, but
I know people who have been.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Can't
it was
name
a thing.
names. You know who you are.
I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know it was a thing. I don't know why. It surprised me.
Anything else you want to say about this episode?
No, it's just there's nothing that I say. It's all resolved
Standalone,
and
pretty standalone,
explained.
isn't
Yeah, and it's a monster of the week.
Yeah.
And the only twist at the end is like obviously they catch the female, they shoot her because they're scared of her. And at the end, the sort of hiking in the little boy and his dad's hiking in the woods, and sort of hidden away is a little girl, sort of Jersey Devil. So it'll obviously continue.
Mm.
But no, it was
Well, though you said that kid starves.
Yeah, I made it dark really quick. I went that poor kid starved to death. His mum and dad's buggered off.
But I do like it. Yeah, it's a good one. It's like it takes the Jersey Devil concept and idea and changes it and puts this different, more feasible story to it. Yeah, it's good. I enjoy it.
It's a wrapped up X-Files. There's none of the conspiracy shit. There's none of
no aliens.
No, and it's quite a neatly packaged one, isn't it?
It's one of those cases that they get, and they are able to close it because they have the bodies. They are released in the end because they are just human, and that's it. They're just wild men, wild people. Yeah, it's a good one. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And again, it always brings me back to the playing cards that I had. Not playing cards, collectible cards. And the picture of the wild person with the boobs that he holds up.
Oh yeah.
That's the card. I'm gonna have to dig them out and take some pictures and put them on Instagram or Twitter or something. I do. Yeah, I love them. Great. Shall we do everyone's favourite section of the show? Everyone.
There's like 4 people.
There's 5 people now.
Right. Well, let's do your favourite section of the show.
What is that section?
Fanboy facts.
Fanboy facts.
Do 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 do.
Oh yeah. We are so crap.
I know.
This is the first episode to make reference to Mulder's obsession with pornography. Because he's reading that magazine. He's like holding it up and centerfold style. And Scully just comes in. She looks at it, she sees it. She doesn't say anything, and he just turns around and says, "This woman thinks that she's been abducted and been held in an anti-gravity environment." And Scully's response is, "Anti-gravity is right."
Yeah.
Dirty perv. In folklore, the Jersey Devil is usually portrayed as a human-sized vampire bat with a long face.
Oh, sounds like the Mothman.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's even though it's titled the Jersey Devil, it's a completely different story. So you could have even gone back and done a Jersey Devil episode.
Yeah, could have done. Oh, do you know, I like the Mothman prophecies. I do.
Yeah, you know, I always think with X-Files, and it's a supernatural episode. It's the Wendigo one where they're in the woods and they're being hunted by that. And I love the Wendigo myths or legends. I like that sort of stuff. It's like Native Americans who've cannibalized.
Yeah.
And then turned into monsters. Anyway, let's move on. We mentioned before that, that this hasn't got any links to any other, and it's like a standalone episode. But one of the facts is that it's got no science fiction or fantasy elements.
Yeah, it's not supernatural or unexplained.
Not really.
Yeah.
It's the first episode which Mulder goes to jail.
Yeah.
It must have more than once. I can't remember. In the final scene, right? You remember it was 47, wasn't it? 1947. The man was attacked with his family in the car. In the final scene, the man and his son hiking in 1993 are played by the same actors, Bill Dow and Lachlan Murdoch, who played the man killed by the Jersey Devil in 1947 and the son. So they bookended with the same people, which is quite cool.
Yeah, I quite like that.
And again, it's one of those where there's not many fanboy facts. So, although there was one that I didn't write down. The Jersey Devil is played by Claire Stansfield, who David Duchovny suggested should play the Jersey Devil after he worked with her on Red Shoe Diaries.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of the Red Shoe Diaries?
No.
It was David Duchovny. He was like this Lonely Hearts guy, and it was softcore.
Porn.
Not porn, but like
a
titillation, yeah.
Channel 5 movie.
Channel 5 movie, yeah. It was on Channel 5, actually, yes. I do remember. But yeah, it was like different stories each week of people who would write in letters. And it would be like Matt LeBlanc was on one as well.
Oh, I've never heard of it. That must be a teenage boys thing.
Well, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. He suggested she play that because he met them on that one, that TV show.
Because she had to get Bolloco.
Probably. And she was Bolloco in this as well, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the Jersey Devil. We've done 1 week, 5 nights of the X-Files. Reopened those X-Files. And we're going to have a couple of days off and then we'll come back to it every day of the lockdown.
Yeah.
Well, not the weekends.
No, have a rest.
It's your birthday tomorrow.
My birthday tomorrow. Don't want to be podcasting.
So, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're watching the videos on YouTube, they will get better, and I think we're going to do some pieces to camera.
Yeah.
Next week, if we can arrange it.
I might even brush my hair and
brush your hair, put some clean your teeth.
I clean my teeth, you cheeky swine.
But you actually do look like the Jersey Devil.
You're a cheeky.
I look like the Jersey Devil man because until yesterday when I shaved my beard off.
Yeah.
And now I look weird with no chin.
Yeah, you look like a royal.
Oh, thank you.
It's not a good thing.
No, it's not. I'm a lizard man. More conspiracies. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at Movie Ultimate and at YouTube at Ultimate Movie Geek and on Instagram and all those other places. Just search. You'll find us. And thank you for listening. We will see you on Monday.